Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're on the R3 and we are going to talk about what are the most common states and places for you to get speeding tickets or have interactions with cops on your motorcycle. So let's take a listen to the R3 and let's go for a ride. Alright, so on this map that I'll put up on the screen, you'll see a heat map of all the places in the United States where you are most likely to get a speeding ticket with a cop. And if you spend any amount of time watching YouTube videos of motorcyclists having interactions with police, you'll find that this map is almost intuitive and extremely obvious. I feel like most of the content I end up seeing on YouTube with cop interactions comes from moto vloggers who are in the Atlanta area, in the northern Ohio area, and all these places that are famous for having super aggressive cops. And so you'll notice like that Akron, Ohio area, I used to live up there. Absolutely true, the cops are super aggressive, tons of speed traps. My impression is they really don't like bikers. I don't know why they don't like bikers, but they just don't, and I can't explain that one. But Ohio cops are aggressive to everyone, not just motorcyclists. I guess this is just Ohio's strategy of raising revenue, and Ohio is already a super hated state, and this very much contributes to it. You'll notice that the line kind of goes around Pennsylvania, and in my experience that's very true. Once you cross from the Ohio border into Pennsylvania, much less worried about cops. When you go from Pennsylvania to Ohio, way more worried about cops, right? Like on the state line, more likely to have cops going from Pennsylvania into Ohio than the other way around. You'll notice along 95 kind of on the East Coast, like Virginia up to north, like, yeah, pretty obvious. A lot of cops around there. I don't know why Virginia isn't rated worse on this map though, because Virginia, I don't know of a single moto vlogger actually in Virginia. So if you know anyone, would love to see it. But Virginia has such aggressive cops. I drive through there all the time. I never film anything in Virginia, because in Virginia, if you are doing 80 miles per hour or more, it is automatic reckless driving. And so it's just so awful. Most states don't do that. Maybe some states are like 15 over or more can be reckless driving. But in Virginia, they have low speed limits already. Like when I drive from North Carolina to Virginia, speed limit always goes down by 5 miles an hour almost, or more. So low speed limits already, super aggressive cops, speed traps all over the place. The next place you'll notice on this map is Atlanta, kind of down into Alabama. And I think anyone that watches YouTube of motorcycle interactions, this seems super true, because the Georgia state troopers are just absurdly aggressive, and you know, they'll like pit maneuver motorcyclists, they'll try to run them like off their bike, and I mean, some of the worst like videos of motorcyclists I've seen are coming from like Georgia state troopers. Now the next place on this map, oh my goodness, would you move? Now you'll notice on this map, Florida doesn't seem that bad, which I think is weird. I think Florida honestly got let off the hook easy here. When I see videos of people going down for Daytona Bike Week or things like that, I definitely see lots of cop interactions, and the cops seem fairly aggressive and kind of like unnecessarily like rough and harsh on the motorcyclists, in my opinion. It just seems like they're trying to raise revenue, and in my opinion it's a very bad look for the state. It looks like Tennessee, you kind of get off the hook, which I don't understand personally. Whenever I drive 40 across through Tennessee, like going to Nashville, I feel like there are a lot of speed traps. Like I feel like there are more speed traps in Tennessee than in North Carolina, but I feel like based on this map it doesn't really depict that way. There is a Goldilocks zone in North Carolina, which I don't think many people live in. It's kind of like the beach. Not very likely to get a speeding ticket at the beach. So that's wonderful. When you're on vacation, hopefully it won't get ruined by a speeding ticket. And then the West Coast, you're pretty much free and clear. And so I think that's part of what explains why so many moto vloggers and like car YouTube channels and people who are, you know, speeding and doing a lot of like thrilling kind of things, posting it, are probably out there because the cops are just less aggressive. So I think this map is kind of helpful to look at, especially as I try to plan my road trips upcoming for this summer. And I'm just looking at like, hey, where's the states I'm better off going to, worse off going to? Where do I need to be really careful? And so use it as a guide for yourself. Avoid those tickets. I hope you enjoy this video. And as always, ride safe.